While trying to set up today, I would like to make mention that my tripod is broken. So yes, what to do? G'day, I'm Steamin STIX, your favourite mediocre musician. My tripod kinda just broke, so I really hope I can do the rest of this with my other stand that is not as manoeuvrable. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, gyms have been closed. I still wanted to exercise, so I decided to do the One Punch Man training challenge. I have successfully done that in the month of April, where I only missed one training day, and I lost about 2.5 kilos. So I am continuing to do it during the month of May. And if I can lose another 2 kilos, I'll actually be at my goal weight of 75. That would be nice. For those that don't know, the One Punch Man training is this.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats. Then a 10-kilometer run. Do it every single day.
I haven't done exactly what his training is. I have adjusted it to my level and my comfort of the exercises to do. I am doing push-ups, squats, and bicycle crunches instead of sit-ups. I started doing the strength exercises at 5 sets of 10 reps. Over the course of April, I was able to increase the reps to 14. For the run, I just made it a time limit. I started at 15 minutes, and I think for 1 week, I was able to do 20 minutes. So now we're in a new month and we're gonna have to increase the difficulty. We are still going to be doing a repetition total of 14 per set, but we are now going to do 6 sets instead of 5. That's gonna give us an all-round total of 84. So we're already pretty close to our 100, so that's pretty nice. It is a lovely and beautiful day outside. So I will run, and I will increase the time limit to 25 minutes. On days that I can't run due to weather conditions or my mental health might be acting up making me not want to run, I will be doing Wii Fit instead of running. So in this challenge I will be trying to follow it as best as possible, but I'm also still going to allow my personal alterations. So I think all of that is kind of done and out of the way. So let's get on to and see how we go for set 1 and then set 6. I accidentally went up to 16. Well, that got hard. Yeah, I think I was just really pumped with the music I was listening to and just kept counting for my first lot of push-ups. Let's not go to 16 just yet. Well, the easy part is now out of the way, so guess better start running. On top of my tripod now being broken, my iPod nearly smashed as well when I just picked it up after the run. So I don't even want to think about all the calamity of not being able to get the videos that I've already just taken today. I'm feeling a lot less tired after a 25-minute run than what I did on my very first day after a 15-minute run, because Play Build is working. Well, I'm pretty happy about today. The last set was the hardest because that was the extra set. That was the increase in intensity. The running, I think what I don't like about it is I just have to keep my mind occupied, because running back and forth X amount of times gets very boring. But happy what I did today. I'm happy how I've come overall. So we'll check back in on my last training day of this week and just see how I feel. So we're at the final training day for this week, which I think is week 6 in total. And if you watched my first video which showed what happened in April, well, I hope you did. I had a bit of a mental health bad period that has still continued. I literally don't think it's left, it's just been mild, and now it's escalated back up to don't want to do anything. So the second training day I skipped. It turned out to be a lot busier than I thought it would be, and then I just completely ran out of energy and motivation to do it, so I didn't. Last night it was really rainy. I was hoping that would stay so I could have an excuse to not do the run today, but now the sun's shining. But guess what? I'm in a mood, so I'm still not going to do the run. I thought I would play the Wii Fit instead, but I really don't know if I have the energy to do that either. At the very least, I'm gonna do my 6 sets of, what was it, 14? So I can at least say I was able to do the strength training. I think because I've already been doing this for a full month, I kind of just want a break and I'm tired and sick of it. So I think I'm getting bored with the constant repetition of the exercises as a whole. So I guess now half the challenge will be to see if I actually keep at it, finish this month off, and see where it brings us. And with all of that jibber jabber out of the way, let's just get on to all the sets. Okay, all the sets are finally done. I'm feeling pretty good about how easy the push-ups seem to be. I'm damn certain I felt a lot more tired doing 5 sets of 10 than what I am now doing 6 sets of 14. Like for almost all of them, even adding the extra set, I still think I could do more reps. So I'll have a think about whether or not I want to add a few more reps next week or keep it at 14 and want to just get used to the extra set. But I still don't feel like running or getting on the Wii Fit, so we'll leave it there for today. And yeah, I'll gladly say that I'm still really happy with what I'm achieving with the strength section. So we'll check back in next week and let's hope we'll be able to do all 3 sessions next week. Hello there! It's the last day of week 7 and I'm going to be doing things slightly differently, if you can tell. I'm still feeling pretty flat with life in general. I'm feeling very overwhelmed from videos that I'm trying to make and videos that I'm currently still making. So today I'm actually not going to record my exercising because it's been 7 weeks, like we should know what I look like when I'm exercising by now. I increased my rep amount to 15 this week. So 6 sets of 15 has proven to be quite difficult, which is a good thing because it's only going to go up from here. If I increase 1 rep every week, by the last week I'll be up to doing the 100. I did the full run on my first session this week, but tapped out at 8 minutes on my second run. So today, because the weather is nice, I still would like to do the run, but I'm actually going to go outside today and run around my block a few times. I think it's large enough from when I've done it previously. I should be able to do 1 lap between 5 and 10 minutes, so that should get me to the time that I want to be running for. And because I'm actually going to be going outside and not just back and forth in the one area, hopefully it'll push me to stop when I'm done, not just when I get tired and can't be bothered, like what I did this week when I just couldn't be bothered anymore because I was already home. So depending on where I get tired, I have to literally keep running home because otherwise I'm not going to get home. For another thing as well, I think I've given up I'm going to give up on the idea of hoping to lose weight this month. I've been doing a lot of stress eating this week, and I don't know at this point in time if I'm going to be able to pull myself out of it so I can be good and have a 1900 calorie limit per day. So I'm going to continue the rest of this thinking I'm not going to lose weight because of I'm just eating way too much unhealthy food. So then if I do lose weight, I will be happy and surprised. And then I'll feel like I still did a good job. I did have a look at the calendar, and after this week I've got 2 weeks left, so hopefully because the end is near I can keep to it. So I'm just gonna try and keep on with that mindset. And with that all out of the way, let's get onto our sets and then our run. I'll have a chat with you again after I've done everything. So let's get on to it. It's done. It's all done. I timed how long my laps went for. The first one was about 7 minutes, and the second and third one were both around 8 minutes. So I'm pretty sure that's close enough to the 25-minute run. It was a lot harder than in the backyard. There's a lot bigger and a lot steeper hills than the backyard. It was getting pretty uncomfortable clothing wise on the second lap, because when I wear shorts and pants I usually have to have them over the hip across my waist, and so the elastic band pulling in can get quite uncomfortable. More uncomfortable than when I am wearing a corset. A corset is much more comfortable than that was. So with a corset it kind of just your whole body. The elastic band was more of a so it was just digging in there. It was not fun. But now that's it for week 7. So we finally got 2 more weeks after this. So I'll see you in week 8 for the second to last week of training. Alright, we are back with week 8 and this is going to be our grand finale. If everything was going alright, I would do 1 more week of this, but it is not. So I'm leaving it here. For the past 3 days I've been getting a bit of vertigo and dizzy spells and whatnot, and I figured out it's mostly caused when I go from like a lying down position to upright, and these exercises require a lot of lying down to upright. My second session for this week I did my push-ups and my squats. Then when I went down to do my crunches I could tell something was a little off, so I did that set, and then when I got up my head started spinning and I had to kind of just, let that pass. So that then was all I did for that day. So I did not do anything yesterday, which should have been my session 3 for the week, but of course didn't do it because I didn't want to provoke it. And having said that, getting ready this morning to do all this video work, all the active side of stuff, and especially putting the screen up, my head's been spinning a lot. So yeah. Would you by any chance remember how I think last week I mentioned about stress eating? I've been doing a lot of stress eating this week. Well, guess what some possible causes of vertigo are? Poor diet and stress. Yeah. Speaking of diet, I'm pretty certain that that's gonna prevent me losing any weight this month. I can be hopeful I didn't gain anything, but let's just see. So yeah, let's just get right down to it. As long as I haven't gained anything this month, I think that's the only thing I can really hope for at this stage. Yeah, I think I'm more 78 or 79 now. Dang. So I gained 1 kilo, but that still means that the total I have lost is still 1 kilo. So we can still call that a success. If everything worked out well, my last training day I was planning on doing the full amount. Next week I would have worked up to do the full 100 for the strength. And with the help of Pokemon Go, I was going to use the distance tracker for the 10 kilometers and do the run. But that's not going to happen due to the vertigo, so we're gonna end this challenge a week earlier than planned. Now, despite my mental health breakdown for the majority of this month, I'm still really glad and maybe even a little proud that I did do the best I could and have kept up with this for so long. Just between you and me, looking back at my weigh-in section, damn, I look fine. I started doing 5 sets of 10 with a total amount of reps of 50 and a 15-minute run. Then almost 2 months later, I was able to increase that to 6 sets of 16. 6 sets of 16. 6 sets of 16. 6 sets of 16 with a 25-minute run. So that alone I think is something I should be happy with because of how much I was still able to strengthen and grow. Wait a minute. 6 sets of 16? What is that again? That's 96 reps! I nearly made it to the 100! Yeah, I'm happy with that. If you're still here, thanks for sticking around and watching my journey. You can watch my April video and my One Punch Man Season 1 arrangement video as well if you haven't already. They'll be at the end of the video and in the description. I thought it'd be really cool if I had the music in the background since y'all know how much I love background music. So playing around with the arrangement was fun and frustrating too. I needed to try and get the music involved in this somehow. Also, if you are going to do an exercise challenge or maybe just start exercising in general, remember to ease yourself into it. Your body needs time to gradually get used to it and build up your strength. From what I mentioned before, it's taken me almost 2 months just to get up to 96 reps. Even though if I were to do it properly, some could argue that that's what I should have been doing from the very beginning. But I knew I wouldn't be able to handle that, so I adjusted it to suit what I was comfortable with. And it's also important to warm up your body before you start exercising and try to cool down and do some stretches once you're finished. So if you're going to exercise, take care of your body to the best of your abilities. And that's all the advice I'm gonna try and do, because this is not an exercise channel. So thanks again for sticking around to see the horrors that I went through while trying to do this challenge. And with that, I'm off to bed. Good night.